What the second whistleblower sees before he shoots himself 21 times in the chest. False pretext. Invades a neighboring country. Imprisons and murders his biggest rival. Steals an election. Allow a pass to a terrorist group to murder his own citizens. Nickelodeon. When I saw this logo as a kid, when I see this logo now, bots and cheaters on their way to make FPS games already ruined by corporations even less fun for casuals. California has a bad homeless and drug problem. People who don't know. People who know. October used to be cold. That is entirely your fault, Grandma. Evidence of pyramids were built by ancient Swedes. After the ring was destroyed, Gandalf joined another fellowship. Tough on crime politicians. Policies that would actually reduce crime. Respond to car chase involving a kidnapper. Kidnapping victim escapes car and runs to the police for safety. Shoot the 15-year-old child. Shoot the 15-year-old child. When you enter a bathroom and the toilet seat is warm. The gaming industry. If online stayed free. Me after taking a life-changing decision, but it doesn't go as I planned. Shit. Las Vegas Sphere at 3 a.m. Me in my hotel room across the street. Me after learning that some deaf people purposely have deaf children and do not allow them to use hearing aids to keep the deaf culture alive. Johnny Depp begs for mercy. Amber Heard. What it's called in Australia. What it's called in America. Guys will see this and think, it's not even hooked up to a compressor. Disney. Fans daring them to make Tarzan black. Sims min eye width versus max eye width. Scientists in movies. Scientists in real life. After Google blocked ad blockers for YouTube on Chrome. Oh, I thought you were dead. My death was greatly exaggerated. Imagine USA's surveillance capabilities on its citizens when it is able to predict terrorist attacks in foreign countries. The what? EA, HP, and Apple walking to the worst anti-consumer practices competition, and they see that their opponent is Blizzard Entertainment, Starfield, Cyberpunk, humanity's future, killed by elites for exposing secrets, write about how toothpaste is homophobic. Journalists. Chinese propaganda will make a dope picture like this and say, America is evil. Dude, you just made me a dope screensaver. When an intruder breaks into my home at 2 a.m., so I pump my grandpa's empty shotgun to scare him off, then hear the intruder pump his shotgun too. Stealing your data, stealing your girl. Me accidentally falling through the toilet of a random outhouse in the rural American Midwest and discovering an advanced laboratory housing an anomalous electric entity. Taiwan sent sensitive anti-ship missile components to a Swiss company for repairs and avoided having China do it for cheaper. The Swiss company then sent it to China to repair it instead. Then China shipped it back Taiwan when they were done. Boomers when the house they bought for $50K is not selling at $600K. Everyone waiting for that confirmation email that Google indeed deleted all incognito mode data. Tipping in the 90s. Tipping nowadays. Studio okay, so we just need a simple score for a movie scene with a really big worm. Hans Zimmer. Plastic straws. I will last 500 years. Paper straws. I will last 5 minutes. French people on April 1st. German people on April 1st. More women are now paying alimony and child support. Divorced men. About 50% of marriages end in divorce and more than 80% of divorces are initiated by women. Women know that. Visualizing in the mirror the man I want to become. You should go camping, it is so fun. Me waking up in my tent with 3 hours of sleep, 32 mosquito bites, a family of mice living in my backpack, severe back pain, and laying in water because it rained the whole night. Americans when their bank account is $3,000. Europeans when their bank account is 3,000 euros. What girls want. What boys want. Discord CEO. I am going to monetize you so hard. It is what it is. I will make them pay. Men in their 20s when life goes wrong. So you think, guys, is a gender-neutral term. I do. And I am tired of pretending it is not. How YouTubers that make their sponsor a separate time mark, or let you know they are about to talk about it so you can skip it deserve to be treated. Jim Halpert after bullying the autistic coworker for his wife's amusement. No need to thank me. Create a false flag operation. Rig it so Ukraine gets blame. ISIS takes credit. ISIS takes credit. GNZ. You are not funny for real. Gen Alpha. Ohio Guyot Skibidi Pizza Circus. Civil War. When New York gets covered in an orange haze and suddenly gets transported to Mexico. Me, after losing my virginity. God, that was amazing. How was it for you? Hooker. It is as bad as it could have been, and then some. Making YouTube tutorials and helping millions of people. Sending weird direct messages to tons of girls. Indian men. Me watching Marvel somehow make a worse show than She-Hulk. 8 years old me afraid of the dark. My mom who pays the electricity bills afraid of the light. I am telling you I really am a gamer. Okay, then name 30 video games. FIFA. That is on me, I set the bar too low. When you open the windows because it is too hot, but even hotter air comes through the window. Say nothing. Mike Ibarra, ex-president of Blizzard. Gamers should tip the companies after the game is finished. Leave. USB-C. EU. They are good for your soul. iPhone users for some fucking reason. I have no soul. Me, an American visiting Madrid and experiencing a walkable city for the first time in my life. Oh my god, I get it. I do not care if Palworld is a soulless, legally distinct ripoff. I want Nintendo to suffer. People over 20. I do not care about your stupid aliens. People over 20. I just want to be able to buy a house. Finland. We ended homelessness by providing a small apartment and counseling with no preconditions. USA. No sleep on benches. When you come home to see an empty strap-on box and your girlfriend nowhere in sight. Randomly mention healthcare. Randomly mention school shootings. European, losing an argument to an American. Without the existence of heavy motor vehicles, they built and maintained roads that have lasted an eternity. And then, the cars arrived. When your silent friend is suddenly a stand-up comedian around your girlfriend. Grandma. Ooh, girls will be fighting over you. Me in my 20s. Where fight. Active terrorist shootout in theater in Russia. Real Russian civilians from 27 angles. The 1% of people in society who have their shit together watch the other 99% fuck everything up for everyone else. 0 days without nonsense. Independent content creators. Here is a free high-quality show on YouTube that my small team and I made thanks to some donations. Multi-billion-dollar film industries. Why does everyone hate our poorly adapted remake boot of a beloved franchise? It cost $500 million. Do not worry about AI. We invented nukes years ago, and the world did not end. Non-nuclear experts. Nuclear experts who know about the close calls. Germany. Israel and Iran starting a world war. $80 million fighter jet. US government. Your $600 Venmo. Me writing fun fact before stating a horrific trivia. Why is no one having a good time? I specifically requested it. In 1999, Pixar employee Galen Suzman saved Toy Story 2 because she saved the movie on her own computer. In 2023, Pixar fired her. Me looking at the huge log I just dropped, thinking I theoretically could take someone that size. Woman. Babe, I think we should break up and see other people. Her boyfriend. Okay. The woman. What do you mean? Okay. Friend. Is diagnosed with a treatable cancer with a high survival rate. Friend. I am forgoing traditional treatment and using natural methods. Friend dies. Me. My girlfriend telling me Lizzo is beautiful. My girlfriend after I tell her she looks like Lizzo. Conspiracy theorists. The moon landing was faked with CGI. CGI in 1999. Warner Bros. Towards Henry Cavill, who did nothing wrong. Warner Bros. Towards Amber Heard and Ezra Miller, 2 known abusers. Did you really think that constantly harassing me would make me buy YouTube Premium? Kinda. Movie plot. Subtitles. Why are you calling it the start button? I'll be deep in the cold, cold ground before I recognize options. When you've just found out you're doing another season of Grey's Anatomy. People with nut allergies when I throw a brick at them. BioShock Infinite walked so Overwatch could run. People who don't know what that means. People who know what that means. Me and the boys taking turns draining the life force out of our gamer base. Blizzard. Ubisoft. EA. Bethesda. How 10-year-old me felt when I had $100. When a girl makes the first move. Free shipping for purchases over $40. All items are sold at $39.99. Elon Musk. Guy paralyzed from the neck down. Elon Musk. Telekinetic chess. The owner and my boss telling me they can't afford to give me a raise. Seeing your sister on Tinder and swiping right as a joke. She swipes right as well. Omegle. Getting randomly shut down for no reason after 14 years. The second Boeing whistleblower. Me and my family being unable to own a house due to rising local house prices. Americans with disposable income arriving to wreck our local housing market even more. Girls saying Lizzo is the pinnacle of beauty. Also girls when I tell them they remind me of Lizzo. Saying the global population needs to decline. Realizing that most people are in China or India. Me explaining the meaning of the word Riz. My 50-year-old parents. The cheese cave in Springfield, Missouri. A bunch of people raiding for that government cheese. The rest of the world. USA enjoying the eclipse. When your mom shows you old pictures of all the famous bands she's met backstage. Walter White. I produced the purest methamphetamine the world has ever seen, outsmarted my enemies, and built an empire. Also, I am the danger. Also, Walter White. I left you, my rich first wife who genuinely loved me, and also abandoned my own company because your family's wealth made me very insecure. Supermodels and A-list celebrities. The girl who works the night shift at the gas station. When someone puts human rights in your tea instead of sugar,